Lesson 4, Resources and Industries. Heading of the lesson, Resources and Industry. So any matter or energy derived from the environment that is used by living things including human is called as a natural resources. So any matter or energy derived from the environment used by the living things are called as a natural resources. So natural resources nothing but include air, water, soil, mineral, fossil fuels, plants, wildlife, etc. These are all considered as a natural resources. These natural resources are used as a raw material. So the raw material act as a vital role in the economic development of any region in our India. So natural resources are classified on several bases. Based on continued availability, the resources are categorized into two types. So the natural resources are classified into several bases based on the continued availability, its presence or not. On this category, they classified into two types, that is renewable resources and non-renewable resources. Example, solar energy, wind energy, biogas, tidal energy, wave energy are the renewable resources. So renewable resources are the source that can be replaced again after utilization also. But non-renewable cannot utilized again and again. That is coal, petroleum, natural gas, etc. all are non-renewable resources. So renewable resources are those which have natural regeneration after the utilization. Non-renewable resources are not regenerate after their utilizations. So from this, minerals first we are going to see that. So mineral is a natural substance of organic or inorganic origin with definite chemical and physical properties. So it has chemical and physical properties present in it. The process of extracting mineral from the earth is known as mining. So separating the mineral from the earth, that's the process of extracting, otherwise called extract the mineral from the earth is known as a mining. The mine near the earth crust are known as open pit mine, while the deep mine are known as shaft mine. So on the surface of the earth, that is called crust, mantle core, and the crust, the mine near the crust are known as a open pit mine, while the deep mine are known as a shaft mine. So types of minerals. So the types of minerals classified on the basis of the chemical and physical properties of the minerals. So on the basis of chemical and physical properties, minerals are broadly grouped into two categories. They are metallic minerals and non-metallic minerals. So presence of metal in the minerals that considered as a metallic minerals. Then some chemical compositions are differ in the non-metallic minerals also. So metallic minerals are the minerals which contain one or more metallic element in them. So particularly in a metallic minerals, one or more metallic elements present in them. Metallic minerals occur rare, naturally formed concentration known as mineral deposits also. So these deposits consist of variety of valuable metals. The valuable metals such as iron, manganese, copper, bauxite, nickel, zinc, lead, gold. These are all metallic minerals. First, we're going to say about iron ore in our India. So iron ore is nothing but presence of all the elements are present in it. So minerals, the iron is present with the in the rock material also. So iron ore is the mostly widely distributed elements of the earth crust. Occur in a free state. It enters into the composition of, that is the composition, that is iron ore is a composition of many rocks and minerals, especially which rocks? No? That is igneous and metamorphic rocks. So it's the composition of rocks and the mineral. We separate the rocks from the minerals. Then only we get the iron, the pure iron. So the rocks with the iron are different forms of the iron ore, we said that. In the iron content, so magnetite is the kind of iron ore. In this magnetite, 72.4% iron ore is iron content present. Hematite, 69.9% iron content. Geotite, 62.9%. Limonite, 55%. Siderite, 48.2%. So forms of iron ores. Forms means the iron mineral which present with the rocks, composition of rocks and minerals. That one. So, but the total recoverable of reserves of iron ore of India are about 9,602 million tons of hematite and 3,408 million tons of magnetite. So, total recoverable up to date, we take 9,602 million tons. 9,602 million tons of hematite and 3,408 million tons of magnetite are we recovered. About 79% hematite deposits are found in Assam, Bihar, Chhattisgarh and Jharkhand, Odisha and Uttar Pradesh. Hematite, 79% we get from Assam, Bihar, Chhattisgarh, Jharkhand, Odisha and Uttar Pradesh state. 93% magnetite deposits occur in. So magnetite is the first 72.4% of iron content present in the magnetite ore. So the magnetite 93% deposits occur in Andhra Pradesh, Goa, Karnataka, Kerala and Tamil Nadu. The Karnataka alone contributes 72% of magnetite deposits of India. So overall magnetite 72% present in Karnataka. Jharkhand is the leading producer of iron ore. Which state is the leading producer of iron ore? No, the first state. Jharkhand is the leading producer of iron ore with 25% of the country production. Overall 100%. 25% Jharkhand only the producing the iron. So Jharkhand is the leading producer of iron ore with 25% the country production. In Jharkhand, what are the areas? That means the districts Singhbhum, Hazirabad, Dhanbad and Ranchi districts are the major producers. The second state is Odisha. That is 21% productions. So ranks second Odisha with 21 productions of iron ore. That is what are the districts are present in Odisha? Na? That is Sundargarh, Mayurbhanj, Sambalpur and Keonjhar districts are its major producers. The magnetite productions of Chhattisgarh is 18%. That is Rajgarh, Bilaspur are its leading district. And the Karnataka is 20%. In Karnataka districts, Chikmagalur, Chitradurga, Shimoga and Dwarat districts are its major producers. Andhra Pradesh and Karnataka produce about 5% each. In Andhra Pradesh district, Kurnool, Guntur, Kadapa and Anantapur districts in Andhra Pradesh. In Tamil Nadu, especially the districts of Salem, Namakkal, Tiruvannamalai, Tiruchirappalli, Coimbatore, Madurai and Tirunelveli districts are notable for the production of iron ore in our Tamil Nadu. So first Jharkhand, second Odisha, third Chhattisgarh and Karnataka. After that Tamil Nadu it's come. So steel, that is ASAIL, is a Steel Authority of India Limited. The Ministry of Steel is responsible for planning and development of iron and steel industry in India. So this is the raw material we get from the states and taken to the SAIL, that is Steel Authority of India Limited, and develop into some materials in